Alright everyone, so we are closing in on the Dragon Ball Super movie now, only a few short months away, and we have had a lot of, I guess I could call it breadcrumbs, leading up to the start of the movie that does appear to indicate that Gogeta will appear in the movie. Now, in terms of like what forms specifically he might use and stuff like that, that's something we don't know, but it does appear as though Gogeta is probably gonna show up. Now, we're gonna look at some evidence of Gogeta's potential arrival in the movie, but I can start this out by saying, me personally, I do think he will. If not Gogeta specifically, some other like big kind of new form. Because the way I sort of look at Dragon Ball now is like this, right? Like Dragon Ball Super, as many people noted, had many forms, many sort of, transformations, and like, they brought back Vegito kind of, out of nowhere, like a whole bunch of stuff like that happened, right? So it does appear as though they really drive like the Dragon Ball Super brand, for like, characters for the video games, be it fighters, Xenoverse, Legends, Dokkan, action figures, merchandise, all types of stuff. So I do think, bringing a new version of Broly to this movie as the villain makes a lot of sense, because Broly's very popular. Now they've got this new version of Broly that they could sell, right, on figures and games, all types of stuff. Then it would also make sense for them to, have the heroes do something like new. And, we've already seen Gogeta, but we have not seen a Super Saiyan God Vegeta. Gogeta. We have not seen a Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta, or, I mean, I don't know if it'll happen, but like an Ultra Instinct Gogeta would be insane. So, like, already we know Vegeta is going to be in Super Saiyan God form for the first time that we've seen in the anime. We did see Super Saiyan God Vegeta in the manga, but that did not ever actually occur in the Dragon Ball Super anime. So I'm very excited. I do think they're going to have something like Gogeta up their sleeve again, for all the video games, all the toys, like all the stuff they can do by introducing new characters like this will make, Shueisha, Toei, all these companies fucking butt ton of money. So they're gonna do it. Like, it's just that simple. Now, we're gonna take a look at some clues here. The very first one is, it was announced a while back that there will be 3 remastered movies that will go into theaters this fall, for the first time. Well, actually, like, in North America, like, none of these movies were ever in theaters, right? So it does make sense it says for the first time here. We have the Broly movie, the Bardock movie, and then, of course, the Gogeta movie. Well, Bardock TV special. Y'all get what I'm saying. Now, the Broly movie was actually, this just happened, I think, last weekend, where the Broly movie was in theaters. So it makes sense why they will bring the Broly movie to theaters, right? Like, we're re-hyping up Broly. Now, the Bardock movie, or Bardock TV special, it does make sense why they're bringing that one back as well, because based upon some imagery we've seen in the trailers, it does appear as though the movie is at least going to, kind of bring in some info from Dragon Ball Minus, which, is a story of kind of Bardock, right before Goku leaves Planet Vegeta to head to Earth. So that makes sense. We're going to get some details. Bardock will probably appear in the Dragon Ball Super movie as well. We don't really know in what, capacity or format, though. And then the last one, just, randomly, we have the Fusion Reborn. The movie where Goku and Vegeta fuse in the Gogeta. Now, immediately, here's the thing. Immediately, like, I believe this also might have happened. Like, this was announced before we knew that the Dragon Ball Super movie was going to be based around Broly, and Broly was going to be brought back in. Once that was kind of confirmed, and then we had this, a lot of people already were jumping on the bandwagon of Gogeta returning. I know there was some merchandise. It was a donut, actually, which on the packaging had base form Goku and base form Vegeta doing the fusion dance. So, very possible that, we could eventually see Gogeta. So, already we got a little bit of info. Then this happened. This only happened a couple weeks ago. This is a data mine from Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. Looks as though Broly is a character that will be coming as DLC, in DLC form, to Xenoverse 2 in the future. That does make sense, right? Xenoverse 2, despite the fact that it's, over 2 years old, well, No, it's coming up on 2 years old at this point. We already have Ultra Instinct Goku in there. Got Jiren. Like, the whole Goku Black... Like, the original story did, like, only went up to what? Like, Resurrection F? Like, the Universe 6 vs. 7 tournament, the Goku Black arc, the Turn on Power, like, Kefla's in there, Ultra Instinct Goku, Jiren. All of that stuff has all been DLC. So it makes sense that, this movie will come out, and thus they will bring in BROLY. But it's not just BROLY that's sitting here. There's this character with the Kamehameha and Super Mad Dance, which is a move that Gogeta has. And then down here, another variant with Gallic Gun and Super God Fist. So it's very clear that appears to be Gogeta. So now, like, it's like if any one of these things happened, it's just kind of like, oh, okay, that's interesting. But you start to take all this together, and it's pretty clear what's going to happen. This is going to be DLC from way later on. There was one other line that he had here. Okay, yes, if the same character using Gallic Gun, Kamehameha, Super Mad Dance, and Vanisher Guard turns out not to be Gogeta, then maybe it's still just a rumor. Somehow, I doubt this can be a mistake. So, it does appear as though we're looking at a Gogeta here. Then, Therese, I believe one of the head mods for the Dragon Ball Z subreddit, we have this. This is a tweet that animator Yoshihiko Yumakoshi, probably something like that, forgive me, I probably butchered his name, is working on Dragon Ball and practicing Gogeta. He said this on a live Nico Nico broadcast, which is unfortunately not available online. There's a record of the show, however, can we track it down? I believe Therese and a whole bunch of people did actually manage to track it down and were able to confirm the details. Yep, right there. Okay, boom. So, I believe this is a very, like, well-known animator in Japan. I know specifically that he worked on One Piece Film Z, I want to say. I did see someone say. So, now, we've got a well-known animator talking about practicing Gogeta. I mean, he could just be practicing Gogeta, maybe to draw, like, Super Saiyan Blue Goku or something. Or, maybe he was, practicing Gogeta just to help him kind of get in the rhythm of drawing Dragon Ball characters. I would actually believe that. But, when you also take into account the possible data mine of Gogeta, and you also take into account this Gogeta right here, the movie being brought back, all of it together, and it's like, oh, fuck. Like, they're actually really going to bring Gogeta back. And then, shoutouts, of course, to the homie Geekdom 101, has this tweet right here. Avoiding explicit spoilers here, but if you know, you know. 2 weeks ago, Gogeta was datamined. Independently was told it's true from a trustworthy source. So, there, Geekdom giving you info right there. Some were skeptical. Actual animator working on the film confirms he's working on Gogeta. Still not enough. So it does appear as though Gogeta vs. BROLY is indeed going to happen in the Dragon Ball Super movie at the end of the year. Again, I do totally believe that is something they would do to sort of push Dragon Ball as a franchise, as an extra character for games, video games in the future. Eventually we're going to get a Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 or, some other type of Dragon Ball games coming out in the future. Boom, having, this whatever form of Gogeta shows up in the movie would make a lot of sense versus, whatever legendary form BROLY probably has that they have yet to show in any of the marketing would probably make a lot of sense to me. So I'm very hyped for the movie. I personally do hope it is true. I love the fusion, like the whole gimmick throughout Dragon Ball Z, and now, Super has done it as well with Kefla, Merge Zamasu, Vegito again. I love it. And I do hope to see Gogeta in the movie. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys want to see Gogeta? Do you not want to see Gogeta? Again, me personally, fam, bring this motherfucker here. Gogeta vs. BROLY. That's what I want to see in the movie. Thanks for watching, y'all. Later.